number 2. Thank you for coming to join me while I'm away in Europe. So at least you can join me here in my living room before I go. Please remember, as always with these sessions, only stay within your range of comfort. So if you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable in one exercise, say you've got a little bit of a sore knee or a sore shoulder today, don't push through to the discomfort. So if it doesn't feel quite right, just take a moment, rest out of that exercise, and come and join us in the next exercise. As always, you'll be needing a resistance band and the bouncy ball. You won't need the ball for very much today because I won't be demonstrating any throwing and catching, so just have the ball nearby for one of the exercises. So starting off, just a little bit of mobility. I know it's being a bit kind because we usually start up behind the chairs, but starting off just looking all the way over one shoulder and all the way over the other shoulder, getting some lovely movement through the spine. You can allow for a little bit of a twist here through the spine. So you can see here I'm moving my middle back around just to get a nice stretch from side to side. And if it feels okay, taking those arms up overhead, circling the arms down and around. We'll do that 2 more times. Reaching the arms up, circling the arms around and down, and we'll do that 1 more time. Reaching the arms up, circling the arms around and resting down. Coming up behind the chair when you're ready. So from here, up behind your chair. Now to start off with, we're getting some more movement into that middle back. So hands rest on top of the chair, sit your bottom right back into a squat, but keep those feet on the ground and return to standing. You can take the hands away from the chair if you'd like and reach the arms forward like I am here. So reach the arms forward into a squat and return up. Squat and return up. Otherwise, stay holding on to the top of the chair. Make sure that your bottom goes right back behind you. So don't load up the knees. Instead, get that bottom back. Down and up. Let's go for 5. Down and up. And 4. And up. And 3. And 2. Nice big squats here. And 1 last one. Now from here, you want a little bit of room around you. And avoid little whippets that may be crossing out in front. So starting here, you're going to bring one heel up behind you, then the other. Remember, the chair is there if you need it, but I'm curling my heels up behind me, one side, then the other. Now, if you would like a little bit more, bring the arms into it. Now, I know some of you will be laughing and saying you're not feeling coordinated with this one. Don't worry, as long as you're bringing some movement into those arms, that's all that matters. So curl the heel up to your bottom, stepping those feet nice and wide. Slow it right down if you'd like to, or increase the pace, because the goal is to get those hips and that body moving as much as possible. We'll go for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1 last one here. From here, I'm going to take my band for this next exercise. Make sure your feet are a good distance apart. So my toes are turned outwards slightly. My feet are a little wider than hip width apart, and I've got a hold of my band. I'm going to keep my arms reaching straight out in front of me as I go down into a squat. As I come up to standing, I pull my band tight. See how it comes to touch my collarbones and my arms are straightened out? I want you to do that with every single rep. So we squat down with the arms relaxed out in front, stand up, and we pull the band tight. I'll show you 1 more time. Poke the bottom back with the arms reaching forwards. Come back up to standing and pull that band tight. Let's increase the speed now. Squat and pull, and squat and pull, squat and pull. You can slow the movement down if you need to. Keep those shoulders relaxed down away from your ears. Squat down and pull. Let's do 10 and pull. And 9, nice deep squat and pull. And 7 and 6, nice big pull. 5, deep squat, bottom back. 4, big squats. You don't need to go deep. And if you're feeling it in your knees, bend at the hip joint more rather than bending so much at the knee joint. We've got 2 more, and row, and 1 last one. Those arms should be pretty tired at this point. Place your band down, now holding onto the top of the chair. Watch my legs with this one. So what I'm going to do here is step a long step back with my left leg, step the feet back together. Now my right leg steps back and step back together. Step that foot back as far as you can, and it's only your toes that touch the ground, not your heel of your back foot. Alternate those legs. We've got one side, step together. Then the other side, step together. Alternate those legs. One side, together, then the other side, together. Nice long alternating legs. Let's go for 10 more. Alternate legs. And 9, big long steps back. You're doing very well, I'm hoping. You'll have to all watch each other and call each other out if you're not doing the right thing. But remember to rest if you need to. Let's go for 4. And 3, long steps back. And 2, take those long steps. And 1 last one. Now, we're going into curtsy lunges. With this one, I will show you side on, then I'll show you front on. That's probably a little better. Looking at this leg here, this leg steps back and around to the outside of the other leg. Make sure you've got no obstacles behind you. So, step around and back into a curtsy and step back together. Back into a curtsy and step together. Long curtsy back, return to standing. Long curtsy back, return to standing. So you should feel this little glute working. If you've got any grief through your knee, keep your leg just that little bit straighter. Leg goes back behind you and return together. Leg goes back behind and return together. Let's do one more on this side. And now we switch sides. So you can all turn around and face the other way. But so you can see me, I'm going to bring my wrist support on this side, and I'm doing a long curtsy on this side and step together. Long curtsy on this side and step together. Long curtsy, step back together. We're going to do about 8 more. So feeling this glute now, long step back, return together. In that nice long curtsy movement, you can bring the arm out to the side if you'd like to. Reaching the arm out wide, return in. Let's go for 4, long curtsy, and 3, and 2, and let's do one last one there. Great work. Now, we love good bone mineral density, and what we need to do that is to get some impact into our hips. So, to start off with, hold on to that chair, and I'm going to hop from one foot over to the other. Hop from one foot over to the other. If that's too much, I'd like you to do great big stomps from one side over to the other, getting some really good movement through those hips. But if you can, hop from one foot over to the other. Hop from one foot over to the other. And so you can see me, hop from one foot over to the other. Hop from one foot over to the other. And if you can, without the chair, hop from one foot over to the other. Hop from one foot over to the other. Make it into a little ice skater if you'd like to. Otherwise, just stay with that hop from one side over to the other. Let's go for 8, and 7, and 6. Your heart rate should be coming up a little bit. You can hear me starting to increase my breathing rate. 4, and 3, and 2, and one last one. Good work. Up behind your chair, nice long spine. Hands holding on to the top of the chair. Lovely long straight body, so draw that belly button in towards your spine. From here, chest to chair, and push all the way back out straight. Chest to chair. So when I say chest to chair, I don't mean shin. I don't mean nose. I mean chest comes to chair. See how my chest touches the chair? And push away. Let's go for 10 of these. So big chest to chair movement, making sure that your upper arms are working, your triceps most of all. If you want to work the triceps even more, tuck those elbows in really close. It makes it harder though, that's a good thing. Chest to chair and push away. And chest to chair and push away. Let's do 3 more. Chest to chair and push away. And 2, chest to chair, push away. And one last one here, and push away, going into a little stretch. So bottom goes back behind you, and arms stay reaching forwards. Nice stretch through that upper body. Come and take a seat when you're ready. So here, you'll have your band nearby. sitting up lovely and tall over the top of your hips. Now from here, I'm going to extend one leg out straight and place that leg down and alternate those legs. I've got a little whippet that's come to say hello. So doing one side, then over to the other. Nice extension through those knees, focusing on getting as much engagement through those quad muscles as you can. Nice extension through those legs. Now, if you would like a little bit more here, what I would like you to do is lean back into your seat, just that little bit, so you're sitting towards the edge of the seat, chest is nice and proud, and from here, I lift one leg up high, place that leg down, and then the other side. She does her exercises too. So one leg lifts high up towards the ceiling, lower that leg down, and alternate those legs. See, really getting into those hip flexors here. So a big lift up towards the ceiling, and alternate those legs. We'll go for 5 more. Good work. And 4, Winnie. And 3, good. And 2, and one last one, and resting there. Great work. Give those hips a little bit of a wiggle, because we've given them a real good session this morning, or whenever you're doing this in the afternoon. And rock those knees just a little from one side over to the other. From here, we will take our band. Holding one end of the band in each hand. Chest nice and proud, loop the band over the tops of the feet. And from here, we are going to row both elbows back behind us and extend the arms out straight. Keep your heels on the ground and your toes off the ground. Row the elbows back, extend the arms out straight. Row the elbows back, extend the arms out straight. A very strong movement back and forth here. So spine is long, pull the elbows back and extend straight. Please squeeze those shoulder blades together as you row back and extend the arms straight. So if you have shoulder issues and you can only row on one side, that's absolutely fine. But row strong and extend the arms straight. We'll go for 4 more. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and extend. Good. Let's do 3 more. I may have added an extra one on there. 2 more. And one last one. Now, roll those shoulders, get the neck moving. We now go from a single arm row on one side to a single arm row on the other. Alternate those arms rowing. One side, over to the other. One side rows, then the other. Getting that upper body moving. Looking over your elbow as you row. So pull your thumb towards your armpit. Thumb to armpit. Alternating sides. Your back should be feeling this working now. We've got 6 to go. And 5. You can go slower than me if you need to. And 3. And 2. And one last one. Great work. Take that band off and give those fingertips a little stretch. So just getting some nice movement into those poor old little wrists after they've been working so hard. Now from here, we are going to take that band again. For an easier option, loop it underneath the armpits. And for a harder option, loop it around the top of your chair. Take a little moment, wiggle back slightly in your chair if you need to. Then from here, we're going to push both arms straight out in front with a proud chest and return the arms back in. Both arms reach out straight and return those arms back in. Reach forwards and return. Reach forwards and return. Chest is proud, spine is long. Nice double reach and return. You can do one punch only if you need to, so you can just do one side if both arms are getting a little tired. We've got 10 to go. Long reach and return. And 9, long arms reaching. And 8, chest is proud. And 7, long reach forwards. And 6, double reach forwards. 5 more, chest is proud. This should be getting tiring. And we've got even more after this, so rest if you need to. 2 more here. Long reach forwards. And one last one. Now rest the arms for a minute, but don't let go of that band. From here, we cross punch one way, cross punch the other way. One side, then the other. So see, I'm really letting loose into that punch there. One side, then the other. Getting one arm to work while the other arm rests for a moment. And take it as slowly as you need to. You might even want to do a half punch on one side and a half punch on the other. But what I want you to work towards is straightening that arm out, return it in, and alternate those sides. And you can bring in the coordination if you'd like to and extend the opposite leg out straight. This is a really good challenge. One side, then the other. One side, then the other. Let's go for 5. Good work. Enjoy the seated part because we are standing up after this. We've got 2 and one last one. Place that band down and come up to standing again. Get my chair out of the road. Now from here, feet are apart, chest is nice and proud. What I'd like you to do here is either touch your knees, then reach the ceiling, or try touching a little lower. I'm going to aim to reach just a little lower towards my toes while keeping my head above my heart and reach to the ceiling. So make sure you're not looking to the ground, otherwise you might start to get a little dizzy. So squat low, reach high. Squat low, reach high. Bottom goes back behind you, reach high. Let's go for 8 more. Squat low, reach high. You can go a lot slower if you need to. Let's go for 6 more. Hips back, reach high. I'm sure you're doing really well. Let's go just 3 more now. So bottom back, reach low, flat back, reach high. Good, you've only got 2 more. Let's finish off these last little ones and reach. And one last one here. Great work. From here, we've got a couple of options. For an easier option, side to side steps. So getting those hips moving in a really nice way. This is a great option if you have soreness through your knees or hips due to arthritis. It's even a great option if you just want to chill out for a moment. But if you would like more and you want to get your glutes working a little bit more, poke the bottom back nice and low. Just make sure you can still see your laces if you briefly look down. And then we step from one side over to the other with a nice low bottom. So if I show you side up, step this way, step that way. Keeping that bottom back behind you. Chest is proud and I'm feeling my little glutes working as my heart rate starts to creep up. We go from one side over to the other. Hello, Poachy. One side over to the other. Chest is nice and proud. We've got 4, bottom back, and 3, and 2, and one last one. Standing up nice and tall. Take a hold of your ball when you're ready. From here, making sure you've got a little bit of room either side of you, you're going to reach the ball overhead and slam down on one side, up and over, slam down on the other side. One side, up and over, to the other. Up and over, slam, up and over, slam. Getting some good movement. Now you can go fast up and make sure it's not like this. Not tiny movements, make them big. Up and over, up and over, up and over from one side to the other. Keep this up, going from one side to the other for only 20 more seconds. So nice movement through your torso, pivoting on the feet slightly. You should feel your heart rate increasing and those arms starting to get a little bit tired. Really sink into that slam. We're going to go 2 more each side, up and over to the other. And let's go 1 more each side. Great work. Place that ball down and come nice and close to your chair now. So once that ball is down, I'm going to be using my chair here for a little bit of a balance exercise. So holding onto the back of your chair, I'm going to stand on my leg that is furthest away from the chair. So you can see my outside leg, I'm standing on that one. I'm going to reach this leg back behind me and come up to standing on one leg. Reach your leg back behind you, come up to standing on one leg. Reach your leg back behind you. You should start to feel the outside leg working. So see, it's my outside leg I'm standing on. I bow forwards and return to standing. Bow forwards and return to standing. Bow forwards, return to standing. Bow forwards, return to standing. Let's just do 3 more on this side. Bow forwards, return to standing. Let's go 2, return to standing. And one last one, and return to standing. Time to face the other way. So bring it over to the other side. Now I'm standing on my other outside leg. And now it's going to be my right leg that goes back and forth. So I bow forwards, kick that leg back behind me, trying to keep your back as straight as possible. So bow forwards, balance, bring that leg back behind you, returning back up. Bow forwards, balance, returning back up. Bow forwards and balance, returning back up. Let's do 4 more to get this glute working. Bow forwards, balance, and returning back up. Bow forwards and balance, returning up. Bow forwards and balance, returning up. And let's do 1 more for good luck. Bow forwards and balance, and return back up. From here, standing behind your chair, we are nearly done. It's a shorter session than it usually would be. Holding onto one end of the band in each hand. Reach the arms a good way forwards and reach the legs a good way back. What I'm going to do here is pull the band open all the way one way, return my hands down. Now the other arm reaches wide all the way over the other side and return back down. We alternate sides, row and rotate on one side. The arms are straight, notice that. No bending in the elbows, it makes it too easy. Going from one side, all the way open to the other side. Let's do 4 more in total. So, row all the way open on one side and return. And 3, row and rotate, returning down. Let's do 2 more. Row and rotate and return down. And 1 last one. Row and rotate and returning back down. We're reaching the tail end of it now, so persevere with me. Taking your band, holding onto either end of that band, and stepping through. So you've got your feet about hip width apart, holding onto each end of your band. What I'd like you to do here now is sit your bottom right back behind you as you bend forwards, then stand up straight and pull your band up as if you're pulling your undies right up to your rib cage. Arms go down first, bottom back, then stand up and pull those elbows up high. Bottom back, bow forwards. Return up to standing and row up high. Stay with this movement. Bottom back, bow forwards. Return to standing and pull those elbows up high. Let's do 3 more. Bottom back, bow forwards. Return to standing, row those elbows up high. Just 2 more to go, that's it. Bottom back, bow forwards. Return to standing, pull those elbows up high. I think we've got 2 to go. I could be wrong. I could have added 1 on. Let's do 1 more after this one. Row up high. And last one. Bow forwards, come up to standing, and row those elbows up high. From here, standing out of your band, holding onto one end in each hand, we twist from one way all the way over to the other way. Nice big twist through your trunk from one side all the way over to the other. Let's go 2 more each way, getting that lovely twist through the spine. And 1 last one each way. And now coming to take a seat for the stretches. So clear your seat of any apparatus that you've left on there. From here, take your left leg out wide to the side, stack your hands on top of each other, and slide your fingertips all the way down towards those toes. Taking a nice deep breath in and out here. And then slowly rolling up, tuck that left leg in, straighten out through your right leg, hands stack, and slide all the way down towards the right leg this time. Really good. Slowly return up, keep your feet apart, and reach your fingertips right down to hold on to each foot. So nice wide position. If you can't quite see my feet, there they are. Reaching down. Slowly roll up, taking those arms right overhead, going into a little back bend, circling the arms down and around. Let's do that 1 more time. Lifting up, look to the ceiling, circle those arms down and around. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me, and I will look forward to seeing you when I get back from Europe. Have a lovely few weeks. Bye.